yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry for the former Falcon. It's Tevin Coleman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert out to his left. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw here, Herbert. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a pass here, caught by Henry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 77 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeremiah Tauchu. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
3rd and 14.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
2-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 42-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. They'll try and run it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Chargers nothing.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. On line now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. This one from 46 yards out. And Vinatieri started with left. It stays left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Clock now on first down. Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That's another Broncos first down.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And his throw is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Now Locke again. Open man, he completes it to Jeudy. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he lost the football. It's out. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. First down.
And goal. at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way home for the Broncos. score. Phillip Lindsay on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, Herbert. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to air it out deep for Green. His third interception. Picked off down near the 5.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
The tackle by Derwin James. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And finally taken down at the 34. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I know people see Philip Lindsey's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsey. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball out of the backfield and move the sticks.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Shotgun snap to Locke. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie. And that'll make it 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even...
His pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked up by Justin Simmons. So another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's a give to Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. His throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Herbert.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And you have to wonder, interceptions. What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle made by...
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, and being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Now a carry for the throw. First round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. Down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off for this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. Okay, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
He was brought down by Todd Davis. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
on second down now, it's Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Coleman with a grab. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
3-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Todd Davis. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. It got you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The tackle by Derwin James. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down at 4. Lock. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
The 8-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A lot going to throw it here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And that'll bring up second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. And sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Lock now on first down. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
13-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Hunter Henry, incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 87 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. 42. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Broncos, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.